Okay. Wow. What a great lesson today. I'm so grateful to be here to hear that. And I learned so much. I hope you did too. I think Dave has really helped us to put together a great study series, and I'm seeing it revised before my eyes, and it's really awesome. You know, Bible, Bible, someone once said it means basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible. And if that's true, shouldn't we be studying the Bible in order to know what it takes to get to where we want to go? I mean, we could just assume we know, but the Bible tells us. Jesus said himself, I'm the Word, I'm the truth. Don't we want to know what the truth is? Okay, so we are a Bible studying church. That's what we believe. That's what we do. That's what converted me. I know everything. Person. But man, when I actually studied the Bible, I was like, what? It says this? Wow. You guys live by this? Wow. I want to do that too. So if you get an opportunity to study with the person who invited you today, if you would like to stick around in the discussion room, you can ask anyone in the discussion room, and they would be willing to study the Bible with you. So that's what we do. Again, thank you for being here with me. If you have to log off, I understand. If you'd like to stick around, we have lots more. Please study out the message that was on the screen today. And if you get a chance to, or if you have questions, please ask in the discussion. Again, I just love this church. And I hope you had a great time today. I did too. So we'll see you next week. And thank you so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.
The recording has stopped.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As Rob had mentioned, that we're in a study series, and we are going to talk about one faith, as Dave Kim shared about today, and he did an incredible job. I don't know if I could do what he did, having the symptoms on me the way he did. I just have to lift him up. He is just an incredible young servant of God who is so wise in all that he says and do. So I've asked Dave Uch to be the facilitator for today. He is more in depth, ingrained in the studies. So Dave Uch, would you take it away for me today?
Sandy, you're so humble. Oh, thank you so much. That's what we love about One Faith, and just all the people in the community. It's just the willingness to collaborate, work together.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's not about right or wrong, but it's about how do we work together? How do we connect?
Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
How are you
Thank
doing,
you,
Dave? Good to see you.
Hey guys, I needed to make one quick announcement, if that's okay.
Please do, sir.
And hello, Maui. It's so fun. I know where you are now. Doesn't that look like they're in some sort of cathedral?
Yes,
with
it does.
With a cove ceiling and all that. It looks like it's just a regular house, but it looks like a
Yes.
cathedral from here.
Wow.
Face ceilings.
Love the celebration.
So, real quickly, we did kind of a thumbnail initial assessment of who is committed, like really saying we'll definitely be there in Maui in 2025. So far we have 27 people without really doing much, fully committed to being out there in Maui in 2025. Now, so yay, right? But we realize in California, school starts the first week of August. So we probably will have to do this in June. Okay? So please check your calendar. And we want to kind of get in the same zone there. Might be mid to late June. Okay? Mid to late June. So after probably June 20th. I believe we have to wait till all the schools get out and graduations end. And then, so it's probably the last week or second to last week, third week of June.
And
That's what we're shooting for at this point.
And
Okay?
If it starts the end of the school year and all the finals are done, my kids might be sick to go.
Yeah, I get sick too then. All right, so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. I wanted to stay be part of the discussion today, but I'm going to go lie down. And I haven't tested for COVID yet, but I have symptoms, so I realize I most likely have it because I know when I don't feel well. But because I had it before and I'm like triple vaxxed or have max vaxxed, I don't think I have very severe symptoms. Robin never had COVID before, so her symptoms are more severe. But I will, she's a novice, but I'm an old pro. Because I just go around getting sick and getting other people sick. So anyways, thanks. If I feel better, I'll jump back in. But great to see you all.
You could have,
I hope the study was helpful.
Yeah, great job today.
You can text me what soup you would like. I'm gonna drop by and drop off some soups for you because we'll be driving down there for Israel's baptism, and so I'll drop by some soups. If you can just text me a few things, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll have Robin consider that. Wow, Israel's getting baptized today. The whole nation. We're just really cranking. No, I'm just joking. Israel is an individual. So, in our student ministry. All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Dave, thank you. Cool. Wow. What an amazing lesson. Very, very clear, as Nick had highlighted in the comments about how the two scriptures. So that was good. Thank you. If anybody want to share and respond to the message, please feel free to put your hands up or just start sharing, and then we'll start there. Anyone want to share?
Pam just has to go off from you.
Yeah, I thought it was good because I think too many people don't realize that you do have to have actions with the words. And yes, we do need to step out of our comfort zone sometimes and take care of those widows and orphans and the homeless people that are just hurting in such a sorrow world we have right now. and bringing them light to shine, because we're the only ones that can. If you're a believer of Jesus and you want to spread that love, your heart's got to be right by doing things, not just by saying, or, you know, and studying too. We've got to study the Word. I mean, that's a daily thing. And being, you know, being true to God in that way is by being in His Word. Otherwise, He can't talk to us and tell us what He wants us to do and to guide us through whatever we're going through or whatever's coming up, because He does prepare us for what we're fixing to, in, you know, the journeys that we're on every day. It's amazing how He gives us so much more than we think. I mean, it's, I'm in awe every day because of His love for us, love for me, love for the people around me. And sometimes when we're going through hard times, like I've got some situations that I'm praying real hard for, and I see God's hand in it, and it's because of me praying for them, because they're not prayers, they're not prayers, or they're not, you know, they're not studying like they should, like I think they should be. I'm not trying to judge, but I just feel that we really do the Word every day, praying and praising our God for what He's done and what He's going to do is what we have to do. And that's the obedience that He talked about. And again, it hit me right to the heart, and He's always right on time for me. It's amazing every week. I just love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Pam. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Pam.
I think I think you referred to, you know, praying for people and sharing, and it's not just about the belief, but the actions. But I think here, and what the lesson David shared about is about our own salvation, our own, you know, relationship with God, and when we first got to know God and connected with Him, and looking at that from that perspective, that it's not just a or, but it's an and. It's that belief, and it's that and that obedience, you know, that both go together, you know, that working. So I appreciate you reminding us of that. Thank you. Anybody else want to share or respond? Yeah. Paul, Rob, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I shared a little bit, as I was closing. And I just think that I just love One Faith. I love it so much because it's a studying church, Bible studying church. And there are so many churches. I went to many churches before I became a disciple. And I usually went with not the intention of knowing God, but knowing the woman who was inviting me. And it just I always came away with, yeah, kind of a meh kind of, you know, response. And but when I went to the AMP ministry in Manhattan, oh my gosh, the impact that church had on me, and the zeal, because it was a new church, a freshly growing, really exploding church, and the passion, the zeal, people were studying the Bible and learning God's word, and I was like, why? Because this is the way we live our lives. And I was like, okay, hold on. You mean there's people out there that are studying the Bible and trying to live that way? Okay. If what I see and what I feel is what comes from that, I want to be a part of that. So, you know, when Dave was talking about action and faith and belief and all of those things together, and love and, you know, zeal, I felt all of those things he was talking about. I'm like, come on, baby, that is what we need to become, because it's always a growing process. It's a continual process. And, you know, that old adage of basic instruction before leaving Earth, Bible. First time I heard that was the AMP ministry. You know, and I went, wow. You know, arts media for professionals of Manhattan, the New York City Church of Christ. I was like, wow, that's 30 coming up 31 years ago. And once I sunk my foot in the kingdom, man, it's like concrete. I can't ever get my feet up. I'll never leave God. I just can't. If I do, I'm not alive anymore. I'm dead.
Amen.
So I want to share that because I have people coming over to look at the house, and I'm trying to sell this house. You can see all the plants and everything I had. They're gone. So I'm trying to get the house ready for sale. So I've got some people coming over, supposedly at 3:00. So thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry I kind of carry on a little bit, but love you guys.
Love you too.
Yeah. I'll be on Love next week.
Pray that it goes well, Rob.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting with me, Sandra. You were great.
Always. My blessing. My blessing.
Facilitating, Gooch, you're the best.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I think we have Mark Maloney wanted to share, then we'll go to Kim. Mark and then to Kim. Good, Mark.
Hi there, it's Kenda.
Oh, Kenda.
I was like, wait, I'm trying to get off of mute. So Mark and I we didn't get to listen to all of it because we did just whatever, had some things that conflicted time-wise today. But in what I heard, the thing that stood out to me that I just love, and I just love our relational lens, right? That it's knowing God, it's understanding God, and and loving God, and that our obedience and studying the Word and all those things like come out of that, right? And just even his comparison to dating, versus marriage, and I just love the lens, and I don't think I will ever tire of hearing that, and I'm looking forward to this study series and just really digging in from that standpoint. So great as always. So just wanted to share that.
Yes, I do agree with you, Panda. The relational lens is something I love, and what makes us all unique is that perspective. That's
right.
Thank you for reminding us of that. We'll go to Kimberly and then May Lee.
I want to share. I'm also not feeling that great, so I may have to drop. But I think to piggyback off both what Rob and what Kenda just shared is that I know Rob mentioned, I've heard the Bible basic instructions before leaving Earth before, but I think the difference with one faith is that the instructions are not about how to get salvation as this like ticket that gets you into a place called heaven. Okay. The instructions are about how to have a relationship with God, because salvation is a relationship. And our obedience is an imitative faith. Like, because we're so impressed with God, we want to imitate, versus like we are earning God's love by our following rules. Like, I think that's why I really appreciate this study, because I really, that and the relation lens, I think we did it last week, I'm not sure. They blur together. So that's great for me. But I think this study is very helpful in making that distinction, because a lot of people misunderstand when we study the Bible what we're supposed to be studying about it, right? We're supposed to be studying the Bible to understand God's heart, right? And that's why I really appreciate the SOUL acronym, right? Because it talks about studying, right? But it talks about obedience, but it talks about understanding.